Namaste. This presentation is for educational purposes only and does not claim to diagnose, prevent, or cure any diseases or disorders. The advice and methods in this presentation should not be construed as financial, medical, or psychological advice or treatment. Please seek advice from a professional if you have a serious issue. And if a Chod session doesn't feel right to you, please do not perform it. This meditation contains imagery which some may find disturbing. Discretion advised. By watching and or participating in this presentation, you understand that results are not guaranteed. Yamajit, John Hollinsby Mayer, Tridevi Chamunda Mandir on YouTube cannot accept any responsibility for any injuries or damages incurred from the practices and meditations contained in this video. Namaste and welcome to Tridevi Chamunda Mandir in Denver, Colorado. This is Yamajit. Thank you so very much for joining me for my Friday Puja and Satsang. This is the latest installment in our Chod practice series, Chod guided meditations for personal and collective healing. And this is a very special one to the Nepalese form of Kali known as Swetakali, the white Kali who you see on your screen. I'd like to start out with a couple of announcements. So this coming Tuesday at 7 p.m. is our next installment of Kali for Everyone, and we'll be doing a puja and satsang for Agora Kali. And then next Friday, 7 p.m., the next installment of our 64 Yogini series, and we'll be doing a puja and satsang for Dhumavati Yogini. So tonight's presentation will be an adaptation of a traditional Tibetan Chod practice, only this one is dedicated to one of the forms of Ma Kali / Chamunda, who is worshipped in the Kathmandu Valley of Nepal. It will be offered as a guided sound meditation for the healing of body, mind, and spirit, both personal and collective. I'd like to say namaste to Elizabeth and Jamie, who are joining right now, and Gail. And anyone else who happens to be tuning in at the moment, please feel free to say hello using the chat function on the bottom of your screen. So tonight's practice was originally developed as a personal sadhana for myself, but it feels right to share this as tonight's presentation. I normally would not blend two spiritualities, Hinduism and Vajrayana, that is Tibetan and Nepali Buddhism, in this manner. However, this is a rather unique situation. In Nepal, there is already a strong syncretism between the local form of Hinduism and Vajrayana Buddhism from the Tibetan plateau. In Nepal, there are very often Buddhist shrines and symbols in Hindu temples and vice versa. And there are many Nepalis who visit temples dedicated to both spiritualities. And we can take a look at our screen here and just see the overlap of traditions. Both are Swetakali in the center, and if I pan the camera upwards to Mahakali, you can see that she is wearing the same five-skull crown that so many Tibetan Buddhist deities are shown wearing. Deities like Vajrayogini and Vajravadahi and Mahakala, the wrathful Shiva. We can also notice that Mahakali is holding a chopper blade similar to Vajrayogini, a Kartika blade. And if I pan the camera back down, we can see that the Mahakali statue is standing upon the Buddha himself, not Lord Shiva. And then we can see our Swetakali image, our white Kali image, and you can compare it with the little bone Vajrayogini in the back right of your screen. She is very much in the pose of a Dakini. Because of these close associations, it felt appropriate to compose a Chod meditation to the major forms of Kali as they're worshipped in the Kathmandu Valley of Nepal. These would include Ma Swetakali, the white Kali, Bhadrakali, the benevolent Kali, Dakshin Kali, the Kali of the southern direction and of the cremation grounds, and also Mahakali herself. For more information in these forms of the Divine Mother, please read my book, Kali Meditation Book 3, which is available on Amazon Kindle. Tonight's sadhana was adapted from a Chod practice known as the Bon version of the Laughter of the Dakinis. This is one of my personal favorites. And altogether, I'll be using 3 traditional Chod melodies. For anyone new to this series who wants to learn more about Chod practice, I invite you to watch the previous recorded installments of our Chod practice series that are available on this channel. Tonight's practice will take place in the following stages. I'm going to invite everybody to make themselves comfortable, to lay down in Shavasana, close their eyes and breathe deeply. This is typically how those witnessing a Chod practice would be positioned. However, this practice can also be done as a seated meditation as well, if that's more comfortable to you. I will give you the opportunity to think about and choose a personal issue that needs healing or resolution at this time. And if you wish, you'll also be given the opportunity to visualize your issue as a living being, a personal demon, to feed in the course of our meditation. And in feeding it, in honoring it, we transform that energy from something malevolent to something useful. There's nothing else for you to do. Just open your receptivity and allow the words, the chants, and the melodies to guide your consciousness where it needs to be at this moment. Each section of the Chod will be sung in English, accompanied by traditional instruments, the temple drum, the shang bell, and the kangling, or thigh bone trumpet. There's no right or wrong way to experience this practice. What you experience will be unique for each individual. The first sections are called the refuge, which is the calling of divine forces, and the bodhicitta, which is establishing the intention to cultivate a divine form of enlightened consciousness for the purpose of relieving the sufferings of not just ourselves, but all sentient beings. So again, this is a meditation for both personal and collective healing. The main practice is the lujan, or body offering, which progresses in a series of stages. The first stage is the poa, which is the ejecting of our consciousness through the crowns of our heads. And aiding in this process is the white goddess Swetakali. We'll visualize ourselves as her, the goddess herself, standing over our lifeless corpses, which will be offered to our inner demons out of compassion for their transformation and healing. This offering will be served as 3 symbolic feasts: a white feast of nectar, a red feast of flesh, bones, organs, and blood, and a rainbow or variegated feast of the leftovers for the remaining spirits and deities. During the feasts, you'll be invited to visualize your personal demons taking part in those feasts, and as a result, being transformed into benevolent light beings, bodhisattvas. Our enemies are transformed into our allies. We will then offer the guests of our feasts our altruistic love in the section known as the giving of Dharma and protection. And here we show them the way to enlightenment for those transformed beings who have consumed the feast items. There'll be a short mantra repetition, and finally some closing prayers and a reintegration of the Divine Mother and those transformed beings into ourselves, and also a short silent meditation to rest and integrate the practice. To punctuate certain parts of the meditation, the ritual will be using the mantra Pe, which means crack or boom, and this mantra releases our intentions into being. We'll also be using some traditional Kali mantras and seed syllables like Aing, Reem, and Kleem, which honor and embody the powers of the Divine Mother, and the Navarna mantra, Om Aing Reem Kleem Chamundai Viche. So at this point, I invite everyone to make themselves comfortable. You can sit or lay down comfortably in a position with a straight back. And take some time to make any adjustments that you might need so that you can remain still for the next several minutes. You may be lying on your yoga mat or on a firm mattress or on a carpeted floor. Maybe seated with a cushion under your hips. If you're laying down, you may want to cover yourselves with a blanket. Maybe have something under your knees or under your head to make things more comfortable. But take a moment to adjust whatever props you have and prepare for our workings, making any adjustments and micro adjustments that you might need. You can certainly move as part of it during our meditation to make yourself more comfortable, but try to relax into a state of comfort where that won't be necessary. Pardon me. And then when you're ready, I invite you to close your eyes and begin to breathe deeply and open yourselves to the visualizations and the experience. Slow, deep, yogic breathing. Breathing out the cares and the concerns of the day and anything that might stand in the way of you experiencing this meditation to its fullest. And focusing your breath and your attention on your heart center. Taking a moment to silently connect with whatever form of the divine you're closest to. And know that you're in a safe and secure place. And so now I invite you to think about and maybe visualize a personal issue that's currently in need of healing or resolution. And if possible, note where that issue resides in your physical body. Maybe an area of tension, maybe a place that feels cold or empty, or just somewhere your attention is drawn to. This will make an excellent personal focus for the energies generated in this practice. And then if it feels right, I invite you to begin to imagine what your personal issue would look like if it were a living being. This is going to be your personal entity or demon, which will be fed and transformed into a benevolent light being. during the Red Feast portion of our meditation. So take a moment and notice its appearance, its color, its size, its shape, what kind of skin surface it has, fur, feathers, skin, scales. Notice its eyes, its expressions and demeanor, what sounds it makes, and any other characteristics. Just let that image congeal in your mind's eye for a moment. And then take a deep and clearing breath and let it go for the time being. Just relax with your eyes closed, breathing deeply, and let the songs and the mantras and the instruments guide your consciousness. Jema Swetakali, known as Nardevi, the goddess of humanity, and Netabulo Ahima, the mother or grandmother who guides us to the center of ourselves. Jema Swetakali. Jema Swetakali. Jema Swetakali Devi. Namah. We pay knowledge, we pay homage to the knowledge holders, to yoginis and deities, in order to accomplish their intentions and conduct. Our illusory bodies are circulated as a wheel of offerings. Begin by going to a fearful place and taming the land. The yogi who realizes the equality of suffering and ecstasy sings the song and dances the dance of playful primordial wisdom. Together with the sounds of the drum and the bell, the inseparability of method and insight, we yogis chant the following words which well up from a state of selflessness. Pay, pay, pay. Even though the gods and demons appear, they were created out of nothing other than the vastness of the mother's womb. The unceasing energy becomes the dance of self-appearances, dissolving into non-dual wisdom, We dance upon the heads of the wild demons, grasping at duality. Ein Reem Cream Pay. Our songs of natural egolessness draws them into space, leaping into the sky. We gesture and dance a magical display with the lion's roar of emptiness, with our dance of the play of blissfulness, and the primordial wisdom. We pulverize dualistic self-clinging and all emotional afflictions. Ein Reem Clean Pay Pay Pay. Om Mahakali, Divine Wisdom Mother, you are the base of emptiness. In you we go for refuge. Please give your compassion to the gods and demons of this frightening place, as well as the beings of the six realms. Pay. Through delusion and self-grasping, these demons have caused harm to others. Now, having realized the enlightened mind, may these beings be liberated. Pay. Our unborn minds now abandons our bodies and self-grasping, expelled from our hearts now into the sky, through the path of our central channels. Hey! We arise in a fiery display as Nardevi Swetakali, destroyer of our inner demons, of all conflicting emotions. She stands in a birthing posture, holding a sword and a skull cup. She is adorned with a crown of 5 skulls, displaying the mudra of groundedness. She holds the goad of an elephant and a cord for binding ignorance, a shield for protecting her children, a drum and a skull-tipped scepter. Oim, ream, clean, pay, pay, pay. Om, ein, ream, clean, Chamundaye Vichye. Om, ein, ream, clean, Chamundaye Vichye. Om, ein, ream, clean, Chamundaye Vichye. We offer fragrance. Om, ein, ream, clean, Chamundaye Vichye. We offer food. Om, ein, ream, clean, Chamundaye Vichye. We offer light. Om, ein, ream, clean, Chamundaye Vichye. We offer incense. Om, ein, ream, clean, Chamundaye Vichye. We offer flowers. Om, ein, ream, clean, Chamundaye Vichye. We offer our reverence. Om, ein, ream, clean, Chamundaye Vichye. Pay. Gather all deities and gurus, as well as ghosts and demons. We are fearless yogis, offering to you our bodies in a skull cup vast as space, and upon our flayed bloody skins we offer up this celebration feast, granting all of your wishes, offered without thoughts of ourselves. Welcome to our great Chod feast. The skull drum dispels gloom. Our songs and chants are majestic. Human thigh bone trumpet sounds. Bells are ringing, banners wave, just as vultures swooping downward. Instantly come join us now. Ein, ream, clean, pay, pay, pay. Pay. With the bloody sword in her right hand, Swetakali chops our corpses into pieces. She cuts off the crowns of our heads. Our severed skulls become her cauldrons, as vast as the 3,000-fold universe. The pieces of our lifeless corpses are flung into the great skull vessels. Our heart's treasure emanates a mantra. Ram, 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 whose fire dissolves our material forms and our physical bodies. Elements boil into nectar with the sounds of mantra, so and hum. This nectar of our bodily forms, in 100 flavors filling sky and earth, to the sources of refuge, and the 3 precious jewels, to the protectors of the sacred teachings. Accept this offering and be pleased. To the 8 classes of obstructors, enjoy this offering now and be content. To the beings of the 6 realms, partake of this offering and be satisfied. Through pleasing all the guests with these offerings, may all accumulations be perfected by delighting the protectors of the teachings of the Dharma. May their oath-bound commitments be upheld, and may all harm and adversity caused by malevolent demons be resolved. Let male and female demons be pacified, and through satisfying the wishes of our mothers and all sentient beings, may all karmic debts be repaid. May we achieve liberation. Ein Reem Cream. Hey! 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 Again our bodies are suddenly reborn and collapse, falling down dead, with the bloody sword in her right hand. Nardevi chops our corpses into pieces atop our flayed and bloody skins. She heaps our bones, flesh, fat, and blood, like vultures feasting on the corpse's remains. The gods and demons gather here. Pay. May those who desire of our flesh tear it with their teeth and eat. May those who desire flowing blood drink it completely, gulp by gulp. May those who desire bones to gnaw crush our bones and suck the marrow, pull out our organs and entrails, and feast upon them, leaving nothing. Thus may all our karmic debts of all our lifetimes be repaid, and may the negative intentions of these demons be pacified. Pay, pay, pay. Our skins are now cut into pieces, which becomes whatever you all desire. Beings dwelling in the six realms, from the highest heavens to the lowest hells. Necessities for life such as bedding, also gold, silver, gems, and rich cloth, grain, medicine, and mansions, jewelry, clothing, and so much more. Please take these things as you like, and find satisfaction with them. Ein Ream Clean. Pay. I invite you now to imagine yourself receiving the medicines you need at this time for the healing of body, the healing of mind, and the healing of spirit. Pay. Gods and demons who dwell in this place, abandon forever the harmful mind. Take your refuge in the Dharma. Generate compassion for all beings. Pay. In cutting the root of the thinker, of distracting thoughts and memories, ultimately it is vividly clear that there is no separation. These are the words of the sages. May we all be liberated. Pay, pay, pay. Om Aing Klim Chamundaye Viche. 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 Imagine now the white goddess Swetakali dancing above the crown of your head. Surrounding her are the demons and spirits that took part in our feasts, now transformed into benevolent light beings. Our enemies are now our allies. With the syllable pay, this scene will change into a golden sphere above your heads. Pay. See the golden sphere above the crown of your head. With the next inhalation and the syllable pay, the sphere will descend through the crown of your head through your central channels to rest within your hearts. Pay. By virtue arising from this great and stainless accumulation, we dedicate for the benefit of the gods and demons of this frightening place, from the richness of the treasury of the three accumulations, may all sentient beings equally and spontaneously reach enlightenment. Pay. I invite you now to rest for a time in a place of stillness and silence, fully integrating this practice into your beings. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Happiness to all sentient beings. Om peace, peace, peace. I invite you now to take a deep and a clearing breath. Letting go of the meditation. And becoming aware again of your body, your breath, and your surroundings. Feeling the floor beneath you, the clothes that cover you, the temperature of the air upon your skin. If you're laying down, keeping your eyes closed, I invite you to slowly move your fingers and toes, your hands and feet, your arms and legs. And when you feel ready, let yourself roll over gently onto one side and rest there on one side for a moment. Breathing deeply, bringing yourself back from the experience. And then if you're lying down when you're ready, carefully engage your hands and your arms and bring yourself back up into a seated position. And now that you're seated, slowly bring the palms of your hands together at your heart center. Taking a moment to thank the Divine Mother in all of her forms, knowing she's there always to guide you, to teach you, to heal you. And feel her presence not just surrounding you, but within you as well. And take a moment to give gratitude to yourself for taking part in this practice tonight, knowing you can replay the recording of this broadcast again when you'd like to do this meditation at another time. And also, I invite you to be mindful of subtle changes that might take place as a result of having done this meditation. Some interesting dreams, flashes of insight when you need them, maybe handling a situation a little bit differently from how you might have in the past. Maybe the right book falling into your hand or the right person coming along with something to teach you. And then slowly opening your eyes. Namaste. Blessings always. Thank you so very much for joining me tonight. Jai Ma. Jai Ma. Jai Ma. Namaste. So I hope that you enjoyed that this evening. I'd like to thank Elizabeth and Zigzag and Maria and Jamie and Gail, all for joining me this evening. And I'd like to thank anyone who'll be watching the recording of this broadcast in the future as well. As always, please take some time for some quiet contemplation before resuming the day or the evening's activities. And I look forward to you joining me on Tuesday, 7 p.m., where we'll honor another form of the Divine Mother, Swetakali. Till then, have a wonderful night, a wonderful weekend ahead. Jai Mata Di. Jai Mata Di. Jai Mata Di. Thank you again. Have a good night. Jai Ma. Jai Ma. Jai Ma.